How do games crash on purpose? You see it a lot in indie games. Often it's a tool to scare the player and give them a moment to reflect on what just happened. But how do devs actually pull this off? My first assumption was that devs would do something like an infinite loop, forcing the game to crash. But unfortunately, it isn't quite as complicated. Turns out these so-called crashes in the code are just the game telling itself to close the game. No different than when you press the exit game option on the main menu. While this in itself isn't as interesting, what is fascinating is that this isn't allowed on home consoles. So when these indie games came to console, all of these fake crashes had to be implemented a different way. What Doki Doki Literature Club Plus and One Shot World Machine Edition do was essentially give the player a virtual computer. Whenever the story needed to fake crash, they would crash the fake computer rather than the actual game, keeping all the suspense while getting around their console limitation. Now, not all indie devs were as ambitious though. In FNAF 1, when encountering Golden Freddy on console, it just sends you back to the title screen. And in Undertale, the crashes are just straight up removed, proving you can be lazy and successful at the same time. You know, I wonder if a YouTube short can crash.